So, this is podcast numero uno, title.
We're still in, from what I remember.
You're right. Okay. Fuck, it's gonna be awkward. Okay, fine, whatever. We're not cutting this out. Okay. So, the topic for the day is, fittingly, things that we consider worth stealing when it comes to how to get started and what are our motivations and what are some things or bumper stickers, as our man Matthew McConaughey says, that we hold dear and near our heart.
That particularly helped us started. So hopefully someone finds it useful, helpful.
If not, then
Who cares?
good luck. Look for something else.
And let me open up my notes real quick.
All right. So, first topic, I'm going to start off. I decided we'll start from an artistic perspective. Let's go for music.
Okay.
For a man that we hold dear and near, Mr. Tyler, the Creator.
Okay.
Okay.
Another guy.
One thing I like the most of what he said is just whenever anyone asks him, like, what goes through your mind when you start doing things? Do you think about repercussions, what it'll look like to the public, and so on and so forth? He says, I just do it, right? And so the idea I'm looking for here is having, what stops most people from starting is the fear of starting, the fear of what other people will think about the things you're doing. And what else?
When taking the first step, it's all about that. Just putting yourself out there and thinking about, what my classmate who can stumble upon this video, this music clip, whatever, will think about me. But like, who cares? Again,
the first thing is who cares. Second of all, if they're truly your friend, to them they'll just be like, damn, the guy actually did something. It doesn't matter if it's good or not. Like when my first video comes out, this guy's gonna shit all over it deep inside. But to me, he'll say, my G, my dude, my brother in Christ, well done. Beyond that, the idea is overthinking. Overthinking is the greatest weakness people fall into, the pit you fall into when you start working on something. I get having to think about a reason to get started or to think if what you're doing is worth it, which is a pretty shit thing. I get why you would do it, as to not waste your time. And I also get thinking about how you'll get it done. But first of all, you have no idea how to get shit done when you haven't even started, because problems come as you go. That's the first thing. And second of all, at some point, your overthinking transforms from a way to plan how you're going to get started to finding reasons not to start.
Yeah.
It happens on its own. You self-destruct. Have you had that happen to you?
Yeah, and this is a perfect moment to transition into one of my ideas that I got noted down, which is you don't need to have everything figured out from the start, because it's like whenever it comes to creativity and like creating stuff in general, it's all about iterations. So you're not gonna stick with the first iteration you put out all that.
The first version.
Yeah. And that's the biggest like struggle I noticed in my like people around me, that they are like sure about that they need to have a certain plan from A to Z, or everything planned out, everything like strategic about that. It's good, but you figure out things along the way, and that's just how it works.
See, that goes against the quote though. You know the quote, if you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. Like, oh.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have to, like, ideally, there should be a starting point which you base your plan on.
Yeah.
And that's your first video, your first podcast, like that thing. That was totally random. We were planning to record it like in a week, because we haven't prepared our scripts or whatever.
Not even the script, just in general.
Yeah.
Our image doesn't exist yet. You guys have no idea who the fuck we are yet. Right? At least you might know this guy from his Twitter, but me, I have like 22 subscribers, and they're from 2004, I think. Now that's 2 years post my birth. That'd be fun.
Yeah, and we were sitting like, let's just outline the ideas we want to cover today. and roll with it.
There's a plan. There is a plan. Technically, we have points we want to talk about, and the plan is to make a podcast and learn from whatever tomfoolery comes next.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
cool. So
Nothing's perfect from the start.
from the get-go.
Yeah, and we have to like accept it.
Lately, like the good thing is, short form content became so much more popular thanks to TikTok and so on and so forth. So even if the podcast itself is garbage and you can't listen to it for more than 10 minutes, maybe 30 seconds of
We'll cut those clips and put it out, and you will watch it.
yeah, then you might get bait into watching this absolute shit fest. But at least that's some traction. At least you
But that's a marketing strategy, which is like extremely popular nowadays. When the like no, with all the seriousness,
in all seriousness.
okay, sorry, sorry, we'll like cut it out.
No, let's say that.
So the go-to strategy to grow your podcast or any long-form videos is to make a shit ton of short clips and upload it to YouTube or YouTube Shorts or TikTok.
This hits one of my points.
Okay,
Let's go. Who said this? I got this actually from a book.
mm-hmm.
And in the book, what a topic that was discussed is luck, and how one of the people in this book got lucky,
Mm-hmm.
and you know the guy thought, "Fuck, it's just luck." Like he got luckier than me, so he was better. And what happened is the lesson the main character learned was luck. You can't blame someone for getting lucky because luck is a factor of two things. One, randomness, obviously, but the second one is being in the right place at the right time. So if you sit at home and do nothing, you're not going to get lucky because there's no variables, there's nothing that might happen to you. And so what I wrote here is approaching luck as a motivator to do as much as you can, because you know that luck is a main factor, but the only way to improve your luck, or at least take a chance in the game, is to play the game.
Yeah, and I have a perfect saying that would like what do you say, like describe all of that in one sentence, which is there is no luck, there is only probabilities.
I like it. Yeah. Okay.
And the way you increase those probabilities is by putting into work and by like it depends on your inputs.
Yeah, I mean, a coin flip is a 50-50 chance, but it only happens when you flip the coin.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
All right, sick.
Oh, let me take a look real quick.
All right, go on. Your
And yeah, and in the continuation of the topic with marketing strategy,
yeah.
one of the like tips that stick with me through like past 6 months was that it's okay to promote yourself shamelessly. Because if you are not promoting your creations, your stuff, nobody's gonna do it for you.
This is another thing Tyler said, actually. He discussed how he hates people who feel ashamed about the art they've made. So they made like a song. This is literally what he said in an interview for Golf Le Fleur. Had a small discussion. My fucking laptop turned off. Anyways, he said that you have a song, you made a song, and you only promote it once through your Instagram story, and that's it. Like, come on. The idea is that you should be proud of a thing you create, even if it's bad. It's yours.
Yeah.
Right? At the end of the day. And another thing that comes off of this, one of my topics, I don't know how the fuck we're branching this well, but the idea is, I wrote there, where the fuck is it? It's somewhere here. Or not. Whatever. Earning, you should only earn off of things that you're proud of earning off. You have to earn off of things you're proud of. If you're earning money off of something you consider a scam, fucking don't. Right?
Yeah.
Because it's a waste of time. It's a waste of everybody's time if the person who's creating it thinks it's a scam. Right? If you believe in what you're doing, the product.
It's a matter of righteousness at this point. Yeah, it's a matter of righteousness. I mean, there are like thousands of creators out there who can pull that off easily. They consider like I mean they can't in it's not the right thing to do, but they do it anyways. But we're not just like that.
we're not that guy. We're that guy. We're him.
We're him.
No, but generally, like earning money off of things you don't believe in, I just don't see how people can do it. We're like, where's the motivation? Money? And then what? I guess like I don't know how to say this. At this point, that actually we just shouldn't be even judging what other like how other people reach it, because at the end of the day, we're all different.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea here is if I get defensive now and I start talking negatively about how someone else makes money, even though they believe the thing they're doing is a scam, that would be me defending my point or my perspective, which is a waste of energy, first off. And second of all, Dan Cole said this. You remember when I was really mad at Hamza? You said that post our discussion, Dan Cole posted something perfect about this topic, saying something along the lines of he does not accept a perspective. He never roots an ideology. He never accepts an ideology, because the moment you have an ideology, you have to defend it. When someone succeeds in a different method, you get offended, or you feel you lose self-confidence. And then if someone else encroaches on your ideology, they say that your ideology is bad. Then you have to get on the defensive and speak up, which is like, fuck it. Ideologies are just a waste of time, I think.
Okay, that makes sense.
That you have to be liquid at all times.
Yeah, but that's too deep, bro. For the first episode, that's too deep. We should like dedicate another episode for that, where like creativity intersects with money making, business, and how everything flows. I should note that down.
Okay, deal. Deal.
Creativity intersects with business.
Okay, so let's just jump to something else real quick. Let me just check real quick. Do I have anything?
That has been going great for you. I was not expecting it to flow like that.
No, we're doing well. I'm actually the funniest thing is how our 2 points.
Yeah,
we wrote this separately, and somehow we're still matching each other. Okay, so I'm gonna jump completely.
Okay, I covered this.
I have no idea what I covered.
Okay.
Here it is. Earning of things you believe in. Hell clear. Yeah, okay.
I get one more point to cover.
All right, let me jump to something else then. Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs at his inauguration, I think it's called. Anyways, when he was at university.
Yeah.
And he spoke to all the... no, it wasn't inauguration.
It's like just when you're just starting out.
No. This is post. This is when his whole career already mapped out. He came to other students, either graduation or what do you call it? The ceremony where you start going to university. The enrollment. He discussed connecting dots and how you should connect. You shouldn't plan out in the future what skills you need to reach the goals you want to reach, but rather go towards all your goals, all your ideas, and then somehow randomly, this happens to people who just do things. These dots connect backwards.
Yeah, because it's easy to connect the dots when you're looking backwards. It's like you can see them actually.
Way easier.
Yeah, but when you're just starting out, it's all like one direction, and it's like tunnel vision, basically.
Pretty much. And then it's disappointment, because usually, like for me, I finished university and I went off to work as an engineer, and oh my fucking God.
That's also a topic for another.
Yeah, but like, long story short, it wasn't what I imagined it to be, but I don't regret going to university and studying engineering or working that job, because the skills I gained from all those things and all the ideas and all the experiences connected backwards into showing me that these things I've gathered will help me now.
And you know what? When you've gone through that and you're looking back at those dots, you then can use them in your like future pursuits.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Went from an engineer, went from teaching languages, and I thought it was just a short way of making money, and now it's pretty much my entire business plan. All right.
Yeah, and my last point is you have to use what you got at hand right now. So if you're not owning like a fancy microphone and and you want to record a podcast, just do it with your phone, because you can like level up your character. Let's put it that way. As you go, and it doesn't, if you don't have like right tools right now, it doesn't mean it shouldn't be an excuse to not start the thing. That's my point. And we're not all like talking about the materialistic stuff right there strictly, because even when it comes to skills and like inner motivation, you can use anger. I don't know, maybe it's to a certain point it's toxic. I totally agree with that. But let's say you just broke up with your girlfriend and you're furious.
God bless.
You're furious. You're starting your villain arc,
quote unquote.
You can use that shit to prove someone wrong, and along the way you're making your life better by doing so.
Well, there's a couple of approaches to this, because I get using anger as a motivator, that you just, because it's a lot of energy. Anger is a shit. Anger comes, you know what?
Pain and anger, when you can transform these into focused work, you are fucking the man.
Right, but think about it. From a natural perspective, like think of humans as animals. Why do we need the emotional anger?
To cover our basic needs.
Because the idea is anger serves to find the strength needed to pull yourself out of an unfair situation. Anger comes from unfairness.
Okay.
And so in a breakup, if you're angry post breakup, it's usually because it was an unfair breakup, right? And so how this it's a good motivator. It's meant to be used to change. That's the whole reason. It's meant to be used to change. But what are we changing, right? This is where we have to really look deep. And if we're changing something to get back at someone, strictly speaking, let's say if it's from a fitness perspective, you think, oh, she broke up with me because of some bullshit. Like she just thought I'm not the man, right? So you go and you work out to improve your fitness and what you look like and so on and so forth, but you're doing it against her. I get that at some point the anger might fade away, and then you can reflect and figure out that you do like fitness, but you want to do it differently. But some people fall into a very, very bad hole. I want to, like, here's an example. I love this guy, and I mean, I have nothing against him, but who's his friend? Daddy Noel, Noel Dazel.
Okay.
I love the guy. Amazing father figure for the internet and an amazing fitness guru. He barely even talks about fitness, actually. But yeah, I love the guy. And he started working out because he was angry at the fact that people were bullying him for being, if I remember correctly, skinny. He was skinny. And
he's not skinny right now.
No, he ain't skinny at all. But I think he would have avoided going so hard into juicing had he had a different motivator.
Yeah, okay.
If his motivator was, I want to be strong, he would have gone into that, right?
Yeah. So it's important, like, we can agree on the fact that
as a starting point,
like anger and pain are good
motivator,
tools, but you have to like use them wisely.
Yeah, stop and reflect.
Yeah,
stop and reflect. Like, am I really? Hold on. You stop. Like, hold on. Am I doing this?
Yeah, to prove that person or whatever that situation. Yeah.
How am I doing this for me? Because, like, I mean, fuck. I can imagine a lot of bad things you could do to prove someone wrong. This actually comes down to the idea of doing something for yourself. You know, when you're doing something for yourself, this comes around building character, building identity. That's the one, building identity. There's three kinds of identities. The kind that's built for you by someone else. So you just listen to what your parents tell you to do and you do it. There's the antithesis of that same one, which is not doing what your parents tell you to do. But at the end of the day, you're still letting that influence you. You're doing the opposite, but you're not exactly doing what you want. You're doing the opposite. So again, that's not it. That's again not it. You didn't thought about it. Oh, go ahead. There's something new for you. And the third one is building it on your own from experiences. And so the idea is let that anger motivate that third kind of identity building, not the second one and not the first one. right?
Perfect. I think it's a good place to wrap it up.
Last thing,
Okay.
because so for the example of the girlfriend, the first type, which was to do the
What you
things
told to do.
what someone's telling you to do, that's the same as getting a job because your girlfriend told you to.
Okay.
That's the same as dressing a specific way because your girlfriend likes that style. Like at some point you become codependent and you're no longer really a person. You're just a thing attached to another thing. It's not really that great. Same goes for the negative. So yeah, stick to that third one. Be yourself. Good place to end it.
Yeah. I don't have anything to
Because
say.
the topic was things we're stealing. So let's wrap up real quick. What do you think? What do you think?
TLDR? Or what do you call it? TLDR?
What's a TLDR?
It's like a summary. I
Summary.
got 3 points. First one, use what you got at hand.
Who do you get that from?
Alex Hermosi.
I
The GOAT.
love that guy.
Second one, promote yourself shamelessly. And from what I remember, it was Jose Rosado. It's a guy from Money Twitter. Look him up. Nice guy, and he also inspires me because he's not a native language speaker.
Just like him.
Yeah, and he is killing it. The third one, that nobody cares what you up to, what you do, because everyone is too distracted.
Who do you get that from?
Probably Top G.
Oh shit! The man, the myth, the legend.
Like nobody cares. It's a common narrative across Zach, Pogrub, Danko, but
Originally.
Yeah, no, the part was because everyone is too distracted. I think I heard it for the first time from Andrew Tate. And the fourth one is that you don't need to have everything figured out right from the start. It's a game of iterations.
I actually have one more thing to add to that last one, game of iterations. Tyler said this again.
Yeah?
About a song. I think he said he wasn't ready for Igor or something along those lines, where pre-Igor he had a song written out fully. And he said, nah, he's not ready for the song. But he didn't delete it. He didn't throw it away. He kept it. And then he used things from that project in his next project. I think it was a beat in Wolf, if I remember correctly. Something along those lines.
Again, just for the context, we are talking about everything right here: creativity, business. So these tips are like versatile, I'd say. So use it for whatever domain you're like currently in.
Taking part in, yeah. From my side, I took a motivation. I stole some ideas from Tyler, the creator, on just doing and getting started. And earning off of things you believe in. Of course, that second one we're gonna cover it more in another episode, so stay tuned. Steve Jobs on connecting dots. I love that one. It's just such a eureka feeling when you're sitting down, you're planning your future, and you're like, holy fucking shit! My last 10 years, the last 10 years of my life, just actually meant something, you know, and that's nice. So know that even the failures you have. The failures you go through now, or the things you do now, while in don't consider them as a waste of time.
Because you will gain something out of it anyway.
Always, even if you won't find out about that next year, next decade, at some point, what you did will come into play.
Yeah, those dots will be connected in that mind.
Approaching luck as a motivator. That one I stole from a book. I won't tell you the name of the book because I don't know it. I just remember reading a book. But yeah, it's a good one. Richard Feynman. I didn't cover that one. That's next time. That one also next time. And I also had Alex Harmony written down and Dan Cole, considering on the topic of selling services. Because long story short, what I meant with this point was how... Hold on. Give it some thought.
Yeah, take your time.
On how to earn off of your hobbies, I guess, or how to earn off of things you learned,
like from pursuing your interests.
It's a good motivator to perfect what you're doing, not perfect or even invest into genuinely learning what you're doing, because you won't want to sell something if you're not good at it. So you just motivate yourself. I want to get good at this because I want to feel good enough about making money off of this, right? So for example, me teaching English, I've been doing it for ages, and now just because I want to start selling a service that involves this topic, I want to, learn more before starting, and that's a good thing because I have the motivation to fucking do something now. Before I was like, it's mediocre, but I'm doing this for someone else, so it's whatever. Now it's my thing.
Makes sense.
That's all from me. That's all from you.
And that's all from us.
All from us.
For today, yeah.
Nice and short, nice and sweet, so that people don't fall asleep.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let us
Good.
know if somebody will watch it. Let us know in the comments how did you like that?
yes, and also how about letting us know what creators motivated you, and maybe what other things these people we've mentioned have taught you.
Yeah, perfect.
Sounds good.
Like, subscribe, share that video with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.